Now we are going to start to see the collar take shape. I suggest you stop and just watch as I do the first 3 rows, so you can visualize more closely. In the 3rd row, I'm going to do the move in slow motion, so you can start with me very slowly until you learn the moves, which are very simple. If your collection is different from mine with other colors, you can make a note of which color is cord 1, cord 2 and cord 3. That way, if you get confused at some point, just look at the paper and see the order of the movement. Okay, so now let's position the cord to start weaving the collar. The 2nd and 3rd cords will be on the top side, like this. We start every time with cord 1, which is the guide cord, and always from right to left. Let's go. Above the guide cord, hold with your thumb. Now, from left to right, pass under the guide cord. It must look like this. Leave these 2 small loops on each side. Hold here with your thumb like this. And let's go to the cord number 2. These 2 cords will have a more vertical movement, and they will always enter these 2 loops that we just created. Come with me and you'll get it. Enter the loop from above and exit the loop and going to outside, in this case, the right side. Let's go to the other side. Enter the loop from above and exit the looping going to the outside, this time to the left. Your knot should look like this. Right cord going to the right and left cord going to the left. Okay, let's move to cord 3. It will be the same movement, but right here in the middle. Push the strings aside and make run. Enter the loop from above and exit the looping going to the outside, in this case to the right side. Other side. Enter the loop from above and exit the looping going to the outside, this time to the left. That's it. Cord 1, cord 2 and cord 3. At this point, your knot should look like this. Now let's tie the knots. Rope 1 first, pull slowly to the sides. Then cord 2, pull up. The last cord 3 is the same, pull up. And repeat these movements a few times until the knot settles. Always gently, a little at a time. No need to squeeze hard. Give those strings one last adjustment up like this and you're done. From here on, it just gets easier. Let's go. Starting with the cord 1, above, below. Now cord 2, top, bottom, exit right. On the other side, above, below, exit to the left. Let's work on that middle space now. Above, below, exit right. The last one on the other side. Above, below, exit to the left. Adjust cord 1 to the side, pull up cord 2 and 3. Repeat the process a few times until the knots settle and make all the final adjustments. With your fingertips you push and with those fingers you pull. And make the final adjustment in the knot. Next row we are going to do it in slow motion. A great opportunity for you to join me and start doing your moves. Every time you finish a row, see if the strings are in alignment with the previous one. Always try to make this adjustment in a similar way, so the collar will be very symmetrical. The more you advance on the collar, the easier it gets. Watch this part of the video as many times as you need, until you memorize the partner of the movements. From here to the end is just repetition. So I'm going to put on my favorite music to enjoy even more while I'm creating the collar, and we will meet you in the finalization part. We are reaching the end of the collar. Look how beautiful it's turning out. I'm sure yours is looking amazing too. Let's do the following now. The last 3 or 2 knots, you will need to use the needle, as the space will be tight to work. If you want, you can even try in your pet. I hope you made the right measurement. If not, you would have to do all over again. And this will be the last chance to start over. Let's go to the last part of the project. Flip the collar around. Now let's anchor the cords on that side of the buckle. Holding the collar like this, insert the cord 1 from the top. Back to the middle, make it run until it's tight. Now it goes to the left, passing over itself. Hold here with your thumb and with the other hand find the tip. This time it will enter from bottom to top. Make it run until it forms this little looping. Then introduce the tip from top to bottom. Make the necessary adjustments to make this knot very tight. Yep, looks good. Let's do the same on the other side. The space is much tighter now, but don't worry. Insert the tip from the top, back through the middle, make it run. Now it goes to the left, passing over itself. Make room by pushing the knot to the side. Hold here with your thumb and with the other hand find the tip. This time it will enter from bottom to top. Make it run until it forms this little looping. Then introduce the tip from top to bottom. Tie the knot so everything is perfectly adjusted and looking good. The collar should look like this. Knots are tight and the 2 sides are very symmetrical. Let's work with the cord 2 now. Put it on the needle. Pass it here in the middle of these knots. Make it run all the way. Switch the needle to the string on the other side, and let's do the same thing. Pass it here in the middle of these knots, make it run all the way. Let's change the needle to cord 3 now. Both of them is gonna go here in the middle of this knot. Make it run and do the same with the other side. Take a look how the front looks. See if it needs to make any further adjustments. Okay, let's work on the back of the collar now. Grab your scissor, thimble, and lighter. Let's start with the middle cord, this one. Put it in the needle. We can decide different ways to finish, but the ideal is that the finalization is very firm and as discreet as possible. I will show you how I did it. Pass under this rope from right to left. Make the rope run all the way to the end. And let's do the same with the other side. This one goes under the rope right next to it, going the same direction, right to left. Make the rope run all the way to the end. Take a look at the front, see if the ropes are well positioned, make the final adjustments, and we are going to cut and burn the ends. Getting cord 1 and 2 out of the way, position the collar sideways. With a sharp scissor, we are going to cut approximately ½ inch. Try not to move it too much so the tip doesn't fray. Move the other strings out of the way so they don't accidentally burn along. Holding the end of the paracord stud, bring the lighter close and let it melt about 15 seconds or until it's well melted. Move the flame to melt the entire tip. Then take the thimble and press hard for a few seconds. Confirm that it is well glued. Let's repeat the process with the other side. Try to use the blue part of the fire so the rope doesn't turn black. The most important thing here is that you melt it well and press quickly with the thimble. That way it won't come off. And if it happens not to stick, cut the tip again and repeat the process. Okay, cord 2 now. Put it on the needle. Let's pass it here on the side, under the guide cord. Same thing with the one on the left. You go through the same place. Make it run and adjust the cord. Check the front and let's burn and cut the ends. Finally, the last pair of cords. I'm going to go under this one. I see that here in the middle will be a good place to finish gluing. Other side, the last cord. Same process that you already learned. Check the front, make the final adjustments, cut, burn, let it melt, and press with the thimble. Check that all the ends are well glued and that there is nothing rough. The moment of truth. Yep, The size is perfect, 18 inch as I planned. Let's get to the finishing touches. Get the bag on the special details. This is for anyone who wants to use the GPS AirTag on the collar. Let's open the bag and choose what we want to attach to the collar. I'm going to separate this clasp and this bead, which are to make the bracelet in the next class. I will choose these 3 charms and the biggest ring. I will start attaching the ID tag I already have. Feel free to do it your way. I love these charms, so I'm going to put the 3 together in this ring and attach it to the ID tag ring. And our magic collar is ready! I hope you enjoyed this short journey of creating a unique collar for your pet. I would love to see a photo of your collar and your pet. If you post it, tag us on the social media.